If I could personally thank Peter Schwenke, Peter A. Dowling, Billy Ray, and Jodie Foster, I would. Flightplan has filled me with so many emotions, but ultimately this great sense of pleasure because this is one of the best films I've seen in a very long time. I loved every second of this. I was hooked straight away, and I absolutely adore this film. Do not Google it. Please do not Google this film if you haven't seen it, because there are some people also ask questions that give away a massive plot point. So do not Google it. It's on Disney Plus, at least in the UK. Don't Google it, but please watch it. It is incredible. This was released in 2005, and it's about this mother and daughter who get on this plane, and the mother falls asleep, and when she wakes up, her daughter is missing. And of course, she frantically begins to look around the plane, and she cannot find her daughter anywhere. But when she begins to ask other people for help, the crew, the other passengers, nobody has any recollection of her having ever brought her daughter on the plane. Nobody can remember seeing this child. What has happened to her daughter? It's incredible. I thought I knew what was going on, and I was wrong, and I am so glad I was wrong, because what actually happened is so much more fascinating and compelling and unpredictable, and I loved it. Every second of the narrative is amazing. For me, as a writer, as a novelist, every now and then I will, I'll read a book or I'll watch a film and I'll go, man, I wish that was my idea, because it's just golden. And this is one of those stories. It's a fabulous, fabulous narrative, and the performances across the board are brilliant. Jodie Foster, this is my favourite Jodie Foster role so far. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching her as a young 6, 7 year old picking her nose on the Doris Day show, and now this, and it's just incredible. Her performance is so stunning, and her character is really wonderful, wonderfully written and developed, and she's such a complex character, and it's never quite clear what's going on in her mind, and I love what she brings to the narrative. We also have Peter Sarsgaard as Carson and Sean Bean as Captain Rich, the captain of the aircraft. It's such a wonderful film. Not only is it maybe the best film I've seen this year, one of the best films I've seen in a long time. This is going straight to my playlist of my all-time favourite films, and I guess the only bad thing about it is that it had to end. And I won't say how it ended, but I will say it was I felt so amazing after watching this film because of the emotional roller coaster that I cried. Not necessarily because of what happened in the ending, but because I was so overwhelmed with joy at how much I loved this film. I'm sure you know what I mean. There are, films that touch us all in ways that we can't describe. And for me, Flightplan is one of those films. When I first heard what this was about, I thought, that sounds compelling. That sounds like my kind of thing. It was so significantly more amazing than I ever could have expected. I'll also say I had no idea aeroplanes were that complex. We really get a big look inside various aspects of the plane as this mother is looking for her child, and it does make me not want to go on an aeroplane anytime soon. But I love it. It's absolutely amazing. Please, if you can, make this the next film that you watch. It is stunning. I love every second of it. I'm getting emotional. I want to know what you think of it. Please do not Google it. Please don't Google it. If you can't find it, if it's not on, if you don't have Disney Plus, ask me and I'll find somewhere else that you can watch it if you let me know what services you have, because I don't want Google, the people also ask questions, to spoil it for you. It's absolutely beautiful. I can not thank enough the people behind this film for how much it's moved me, and how emotional it's made me. Definitely one of the best films I've ever seen.